Hi friends, let us start from where we left off in the previous session. Our aim was to develop this page in mobile first responsive approach. So we wrote some styles for the banner section so that it came in the middle of the section. But comparing our web page with the reference website, the font size is not accurate. So let me change it. Before that, we have to make sure the values are correct. Responsive 320 pixel, responsive 320 pixel, and browser size is actual, and here also it is actual. And let me inspect the heading tag. Now we have applied 45 pixel, but let us see what is the value in reference website. The size is 28 pixel. So they have used some media query like max width, but our approach is not max width. So let us just copy the size, font size and line height from this reference website, and let us put it in our project. We have to apply for banner h1 line number 108 main.css. Line number 108. So let me remove this and paste this. Likewise, you can find the value of other elements for paragraph and other buttons. You can the same way you can inspect from here and paste it in the default view. Default view means some styles that we write before the media query. Okay, before the media query we write some styles that is for mobile view or small screen view of our web page. The next one that we have to target is 576 breakpoint. So I will keep 576 and put it here 576. Okay, and if you check again, the font size will be different. So let me check. Let me save the file and refresh this. Yeah, the dimension has been applied for the heading tag. Next, what you need to do is now inspect here and check the size. Now also the font size is 28 pixel. So for this media query, like for 576 pixel breakpoint, we don't need to update anything for this heading tag. But if you closely monitor, there is some spacing in left side which is not available in our project. Here there is no spacing between welcome and the left edge of our browser, but in our reference website they have given some width. So let us try to identify where they have applied this style. To do that, I'm selecting the container class name of the reference website and check what they have applied. If you want, I can zoom it a little bit. And check what they have applied for the container. For container they have applied 100% width, but for this media query at media 576, for this breakpoint they have given max width as 540 pixel. So let me copy this style and paste it here, and we don't need this class name because we haven't used that. So for container we have to apply 550 pixel, but in this project, in reference project, the class name is container. For our project, let's check what class name we have used for container. Here also we have used container as the class name. From container we have given max width as 540. Let me refresh my page. Now it has been center aligned. If you select this, you can see that now it has been center aligned. The reason is we have given max width as 540 and margin 0 auto, that is the default style that we have applied in the default view or small screen. Okay, and then let us target the next breakpoint, that is 768. So in my reference website, increase the size and change this to 768. You can click here or you can change the value manually. And now let us check what style they have applied for this heading tag. I don't think they change any font size for this. Yeah, till 768 they have applied font size as 28 pixel, and if we increase further, there is a small mistake in this website. I don't want to explain this now, you will get confused. So instead of 768 you keep 769, because you should not use max width concept. In this project they have used max width concept, that's why there is a small mistake. So to take the reference values for 768 breakpoint, to take reference values for 768 breakpoint, you keep 769 as the value. I will explain in the end of this responsive website project, then only you can understand that easily. Now you can check the values. For H1 they have applied font size 48 pixel and font width 700. Let me copy this and paste it here. We have to copy and paste. We have to select the entire selector. This is the selector, so I will copy here. Paste here and delete these values and take this value, paste here, and I come to our page and change it to 768. Refresh the page. Now you can see that the width, the font size has been increased, but again there is a problem. The spacing in left side, there is less space. In our project the space is more. The reason is the container width is 550, but now we are targeting device width which is more than 768, so we can increase the container width further. This value should be less than 768, but it should not be very less than 768. It should not be very less than 768, but it should be less than 768. If it is confusing, no problem, go to your reference project, select the container and identify what value they have given. The value is 720. Apply this. If you revisit the statement that explained now, you will understand. The container width should be less than the breakpoint value, but it should not be very less than the breakpoint value, because if you reduce the size further, then there will be more empty space in left and right side. Okay, let me go back and refresh. Now you can compare these two designs, both looks same. The same way you have to apply for the heading tag and other stuffs. Okay, and you can further increase the breakpoint as well. Next one is 992, but I don't think they have further new styles for other screens. 992, enter. There are new changes, no. And next breakpoint is 1200. I don't see any changes, which means except the container value, you won't see any changes. But anyways, let's target the container alone. So container 992, see the container width is 960, so we have to apply 960 here. Likewise for 1200, there will be some container width, that is 1140. Apply this, and for 1400 also there will be some container width. You have to copy that, paste it here. Okay, so now we have set the container width, and this will be used for all sections. Okay, the container is common class. You can go back. Okay, we have deleted the other section code. Okay, if you check this, the container will be available for all sections. So the container part is over for every single section. You can reuse it once you are done with other elements, that is paragraph tag and this get started text and watch video text. You can try the same method that we have used here for other sections. I expect you to complete 100% responsiveness for banner section and then move on to other section. Let me open. It can be any sections that you prefer, either this one or about section. You can take any one and try implementing it. The logic is simple. You will set the small screen first, and if in case you are going to write styles for this section, then you will achieve this view first, then you will set the next breakpoint, that is 576, and see what are the changes that has been applied for this. I don't see any changes here. So the next breakpoint is 768. For 768, there are some changes. They have brought the div in 2 columns. So for this thing, how to bring each box, each row to carry 2 boxes, you will apply those styles in this breakpoint, breakpoint, which means you will write something blah 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 here. Then next change is 992. Oh, big change. Now they have brought all the 4 boxes in single line. So you will identify which style you have to apply, so that all thing will come in single line and you will apply it. And I don't see any more changes since we have accomplished the maximum view here. So if you increase to 1200, the same will be applied. Okay, so you can try this. And beyond that, let us see here. The icon flow is icon, title and text. In some cases they will change the order. It is same only. All breakpoints, they maintain the same flow. Icon followed by title followed by paragraph. Sometimes In mobile view, it will be in this order, but in large screen, the icon will be in left side and the text and paragraph will be in right side. Those kind of layouts will be little tricky, so you have to be more cautious. But for this section, it is not like that, so you don't need to worry about it. So you can try this section, or if you feel like no, it is very simple, I want to take some challenging thing, no problem, you can take some other sections. But what I want is, I want you to complete at least one section, 100% responsiveness, which means you will send four screenshots, four or five screenshots. First screenshot is at 320 pixel, second screenshot is at 576 pixel, third screenshot is 768, followed by 992, 1200. You will take different screenshots of the same section and send it in the group. Okay, let us see who completes first. Can take time till tomorrow 11, because you have already completed one section. You should have completed at least one section before that. So you are going to take the same code and make some necessary changes so that it becomes mobile first responsive web page. Okay, all the best. See you in tomorrow class. Thank you.